Stays in focus this time. Cheers.
Cheers.
So this commences the stag do.
Yeah, Gareth was stag do, and he is
He thinks
so clueless he's confident.
he thinks we're going to Prague.
He's 100% convinced we're going
I don't know how. Right, let's try and figure out how this
I know
happened.
exactly how that happened.
Because I've been saying Benidorm every time we talk about the stag, just not to trip yourself up, saying Benidorm. You've been saying Santorini.
Yeah.
Colin's been saying Cardiff.
Yeah.
Elliot's been saying Prague.
Yeah.
Yet somehow, in the midst of all of that chaos, Gareth went, Elliot, you idiot, you've blew it.
So, no. He's never suspected any of the other ones except for the Benidorm thing came from, we used to have a thing where if we ever met someone who we fucking hated and we just had a horrible time with.
Oh, that was Ibiza, the long story short.
Yeah, so
Come to Ibiza.
So he also thought Ibiza, so he thought Ibiza for a bit. So
Yeah.
if you just go, we used to say if you hate someone, you'd be like, long story short, they come to Ibiza. But we've not done that joke in like fucking 7 years.
And then
he brought it back as a little fucking callback, whatever it was, sort of went, ha, ha, ha. And then Gareth was like, oh my God, it's Ibiza. And then Elliot...
Which is so far out of season for Ibiza.
Yeah.
That it would be brutal being going to Ibiza in February.
Yeah.
Like, really sad, actually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is it?
I think so. Like, it's not going to... It's just going to be locals. I don't think there's going to be any holiday makers in Ibiza. Like,
I feel like...
is there going to be clubs open? You know how they have open season and closed season? Like, they have, like, rap parties and everything.
Yeah, man, I know people who've been to fucking, like... Mallorca and other parts of Spain recently. And
Yeah. Actually, I've no idea. I just assume that nobody's partying right now. No one's at DC 10 tonight.
I disagree, man. I think there is downtime, and to be fair, if there ever was downtime, it would be fucking February. But I mean, there's no way coke dealers and pill dealers take 3 months off.
They'll just probably move around. They're probably going to be in Prague. They're going to be somewhere the city breaks are at. They'd probably just go to like fucking Barcelona or Madrid or something. I don't know.
Well,
Unless they're just like...
Hey, if you're going to be selling drugs in Spain, do us all a favour and start lacing it with fentanyl.
That's what we want.
Just do the world a favour.
So how the fuck did he fall for Prague ahead of everything else?
So literally, Elliot had just said, like at one point, like making a joke, we were all making like jokes about the shit, how shit we were going to make the fucking stag do. It was going to be in Nottingham or Birmingham or fucking Cardiff or whatever. So Elliot goes for the comedian thing. Where's the hackest place to go in a stag do? Prague. Right, so he just puts that in. It's the
Yeah.
Just in terms of like, it's the punch. If you were a comedian looking for a place in Europe for a punchline, for a stag do, it's Prague, and also heaps of fucking people go Prague on their fucking stag do.
Yeah.
So Elliot takes it in, and then I think he deleted it because he was just like, oh, that's just a shit joke. But Gareth had seen it before he deleted it.
Great.
And then came up with like this theory in his head that like we'd all jumped on him, told him to shut the fuck up. And then and delete it, and then he had.
And now we're just open secreting it.
Yeah, and
like we're still chucking in Santorini and Cardiff and what's mine again, Benidorm. Yeah. We're still doing that, but like it all looks futile now. Like it's like.
Well, to be fair, Elliot, I never.
Yeah, FYI,
Elliot's still to outsmart Gareth Waugh is wild. 2026 is.
Broken clock though. Broken clock. It wasn't outsmarting. It was just he said the right combination of words at the right time and did the right thing and didn't know why he was doing it.
And the way he nailed it, right, was he went. Gareth was down seeing him in doing shows in London, and he was with Elliot at one point, and Elliot was like, "So how much do you know about the stag do?" And Gareth went, "Well, I know it's in Prague because you let it slip." And Elliot just went, "Yeah," and that locked it in 100%.
Because that's exactly what Elliot would do if he fucked it.
Yeah. Well, also, he was as confused. Like Elliot, if you confront him with "You've spoiled this secret," or if you confront Elliot with "Congratulations, you've gotten away with this," he's stumped either way. He's shocked either thing's happened. Because when he has a smart moment, he's like, "Well, that's against the fucking grain here." And when he has a dumb moment, he has, "Oh fuck, this is always me."
Yeah. So we're going to say this because he's not here, and this isn't going to get released until we get back. We're going to Santorini. We're going to Amsterdamorini.
Yeah.
And
don't ever.
So,
Don't ever do that.
did you not like that? You didn't like that, did you? I saw that really. That thing. Your soul recoiled there. Your soul absolutely fucking. It stepped back. Your body stayed there, but your soul just was like, whoa.
It's like when Tilda Swinton punches the Hulk in the Avengers. Bruce Banner comes out the back. So I can just watch the interaction.
You were like on Your Highness when he does triangle face.
Oh, I fucking did not. Amsterdamorini. Oh. Fucking, I didn't know your mate could give you the ick.
So
this was the time that you called sushi sushi. I fucking hate
and,
that
I
thing.
tried to give it a rerun a few years later as well, and you were just as unhappy then. In fact, if not more.
Man, we were in Baguette Express in Crieff. That's etched into my fucking brain when you said that. I was so angry.
You remember exactly where we were?
I was so angry. It was in July, probably about the 26th or 27th.
I apologised immediately. Like, I knew it was greeted with silence. I was like, so after this, you want to get some sushi? I'm sorry, mate. I just thought I'd try that on. It was bad. I didn't mean it.
I don't think you get to come up with slang at any point over the age of 30. The only thing you can do, which is what I'm currently doing, which annoys Gareth, is just bringing back like my slang from when I was a 13-year-old. So I've been saying dope
Edge.
a lot around that.
Edge. Do you ever say edge?
Edge?
Edge, like class, mint.
Nah.
Edge.
Well, my version of that's dope.
Dope.
I'll be like, that's dope.
Yeah, gotta be
It's just
dope.
like, you've got two kids, we're married.
Yeah, sick.
Gnarly.
Can you say sick?
I can say sick.
People still say sick now. That just reminded us of that amazing Sam Campbell joke about raising money for sick kids, and he kept saying it, and then he played a video of kids on skateboards, and I was like, look, these kids aren't the sick. At the end of the show, after that, we're raising money for sick kids the whole time. So, going to Amsterdam,
Yeah.
Gareth has been in the ear already of the best man, which is Ryan Cullen, which, like, fucking, I think he's nailing it, actually, because it's him and Nick,
Yeah.
who's Nick Riley, who's one of Gareth's at-home mates.
Give his name at all.
Double named him. Hey, you can find him on Facebook now. Add him as a friend. Add him as a friend. Got the registration in his car as well. He got in there, yeah, and said, "I think we should give Elliot a forfeit for fucking up where we're going."
Blowing it up so drastically. Which,
so they are going to go.
So funny for us all to watch. Just kind of be like, of course Elliot gave it away. I'm smarter than Elliot. I've got this.
So they're going to go, okay, Gareth, what forfeit do you think we should make Elliot do for fucking it up for everybody? And he's going to choose and then find out that we're going to Amsterdam and do the forfeit that he chose for himself. Yeah. So I'm really excited to find out what forfeit he chooses for Elliot.
And I don't know if he can suck himself off. That's a real challenge.
I've tried before.
Have you?
So Gareth off. He's knocked us back.
What's the try? I don't think you get much resistance.
I tried to suck myself off. It was in
it's not gay if it's for a bit.
It was in the toilets of a factory. I was on shift. And I was just like, I was actually 15. I was a child labourer. I was on £1.40 an hour at a place called Varaware packing skirts. And in a week, I made enough money to buy a siphon filter second hand on PS1.
Right.
So I thought, wait, this is a shit job. I got something to dig the toilets. You know, when you're a teenager and you just get horny for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, packing skirts and all that every fucking 2 seconds. I put my hand.
Skirts sounds like a fucking euphemism for shagging. We did that. We spent 4 hours packing skirts.
Packing skirts, $1.40 an hour. I started getting a fucking boner at work, right? And I just went for a shite so I could just sit there with a boner. And I was like, well, I better have a wank now because I got to get rid of this. And then, I reckon you could reach that. I reached it.
You reached it?
Aye, but like full pucker. Full pucker, Danny. I kissed the tip. I literally just kissed the tip. I couldn't get any of it in my mouth.
No.
Pointless effort. I mean, it wasn't a pointless effort. I found out that I couldn't. I would have still been in there now if I could.
I don't think
fucking 30 odd years later, people knocking on the door.
I don't think I've tried.
I'll do it for a special. My parents' special. Daniel tries to suck his own dick.
Oh, I don't know. I don't get the urge. Like, I know people will be like, "Well, you wank yourself off." I'm like, man, that's different. Like monkeys wank. We all like that's across the board. There's no women out there trying to lick their own fannies. Trust me, I've googled.
It's not even on the internet.
I don't know.
It probably
is. There's probably a fucking Reddit for it. Girls licking their own box.
Aye.
I bet it's called /r getting high on your own supply. That's just what they're all doing there. First of all, if I could suck my own dick, I wouldn't suck my own dick. Like, I can deal with wanking myself off. That's fine. Getting sucked off, my want for getting sucked off is not higher or greater than my need for never wanting a dick in my mouth. Right?
There's that.
I love blowjobs.
And also,
not as much as I hate sucking dick.
Also, like, if you could, right, you can't do it like the traditional way. You have to do it the 69 way. So you're getting like a big visual of your own balls and arse.
Yeah.
While you're sucking yourself off.
I'm not, maybe I wouldn't mind the view. Right.
Right, I'm in now. I'm on board. I didn't think about that. I thought I'd be making eye contact with myself.
When I'm looking at my wife out, all I'm doing is looking at her butthole.
Aye, that's nice. It's not because it's a woman's butthole.
I'm looking at my own dick as it goes in my mouth with the balls down. Nah. You've already taught me to suck myself off. Why are you telling me where to look at this point? You're worse than the episode of Black Mirror whenever you blink the porn turns off.
What's that? I've missed that one.
No, it's like the fucking first one. It's the bit where they're all in the boxes and like you got to pay to like skip ads on the wall and stuff.
Nah.
When you get to the point whenever you close your eyes, it just like pauses the ads, and then after that you're allowed to go back in.
Right, got you.
Porn ads.
Is that the one where he holds the thing, the shard to his neck?
Yeah.
So yeah, the view would put me off doing it, as well as like the dick in my mouth. It's like a handful of reasons that like go heavier weight in the scale to get the blowjob. Because for me, getting a blowjob is a big weight in the scale, right? But then the heavy weights on the other side, just doesn't balance out. It's not a good trade.
Yeah. Wouldn't put myself on the bum. Wouldn't kiss myself if I could.
You finger yourself in the bum?
I've fingered myself in the bum.
I sometimes give
I don't do it recreationally now, but there was.
I sometimes like tease me, so like don't like put my finger in, but like in the middle of a wank, just give it a little rub. Oh, what? Has he got it? Nah. Has he got it? Fooled you again. Bottle up? Back end of a bottle?
What?
I've never put anything up my bum.
You didn't put anything up your bum?
No.
Nah. Well, maybe I should. Someone won't take them because.
Like, obviously, like nothing that's an object.
But women have been up there.
yeah, women's fingers.
Yeah.
The fingers of an object, then. Yeah.
Keep going.
What other things would I do?
Nothing else? You never.
I didn't fit that. I've never.
Because don't get me wrong, I do get that. Like my line in that aspect is, I couldn't get pegged. I don't think I've got deep latent issues with it. Like there's a comedian the other day who's on stage. When I got pegged for the first time the other week, and a deep part of my conscience just went fucking ew, and I was like, oh, my
look at you getting left behind by society. There you go, brain. Thank you.
Don't get me wrong. Like if I were to argue it out loud, I'm actually on my own side, like the side of the pegger, right? Okay, someone up your arse is great. I get it. All of the reason I think I'd hate it is because of giving up the power and being the one that factors, and which is all old, out of date shit that a progressive man should be able to get past. But it's a strong anchor for me there. Aye. Every time I get closer to that thought, the louder the scream of gay gets, and I can't get rid of that part of my childhood.
I just don't fancy it.
You don't get fancy getting begged.
Like
it must be white. It must be so good.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think it's just a bit like in disrepair doing there. I didn't want to make it worse. Did I tell you?
You tell me being arse fucked is the only time that you would feel like, oh, this might be bad for my body. That's what about to go 4 days in Amsterdam.
Aye.
I wouldn't put that up there. Excuse me, strange Middle Eastern man. Give me whatever bag you have in your pocket.
Put it up.
And let me snort it.
Put it up the hole nearest my.
You're giving me a discount for no reason. It must be good.
Put it in the hole nearest my brain, please. Yeah. But not up there, whatever you do.
Yeah. Don't put anything up there. The hole that I really like stuff going up sometimes. Nah. Only the danger station.
So I was on stage in Newcastle having a lovely gig, right? It was like one of them, like all of the Newcastle gigs have been class, and it was one of the better ones still, right? And there's a bit where I'm putting a spin, right? I'm not going to do the bit, right? But I'm putting a spin on when people with rescue dogs are making us feel bad about having a puppy. And then I struck down to pet Peggy, right? And I say that in the bit. And I go, so I crouched down to peg Penny. And I said the word peg, right? And everyone's fucking howling because I've said I've pegged my dog. Yeah. And I kind of just committed the bit and carried on telling a story with pegging me dog. As if that was the bit. And then I was like, man, and like I didn't even need a peg because I've got a cock, so my cock was just flapping around. And then I was like, eventually that got hard because I was having a nice time. And I said the words about fucking my dog with a peg, one on the pink, one on the stink, about locking me dog. And what's what? What's what? Nah, on a dog. Yeah, she doesn't use Femme Fresh, like. Nah, that dog is not using Femme Fresh. Man, she washes her minge like once a month. Once a month with her tongue. There we go. You'll find that on Reddit. But mate, I lost about 5 routines because I couldn't get out of this bit. Every time I tried to move on, I just kept fucking my dog. It was hard to get out of. I was like. Like everyone had a nice time at that show, right? It was very live as far as it goes, but there was a bit where I was like, I don't know how to fucking get out of this bit, and then just tell a bit about like a Ukrainian living in my house or the gig that we did in Russia. Like, how do you move on from a bit that you've just like faux-par'd your way into, and then instead of backing out of, just booted the door down on? It was intense.
And then did somebody get kicked out your taping?
I think they did. Somebody that had been chatting and I hadn't heard them chatting.
Oh, right, just because Elliot.
So I recorded it twice, which was good because a lad I went to school with dropped his pint glass and it shattered in the middle of his doing a bit. And then when I looked to see who it was, I fucking knew the guy and I was like, I fucking knew it and had like a little bit with him and then went to get back into the bit. So I was like, oh, it's all right, I'll pick that up on the later show. And then later on, a shatter comes from the same area, and it was actually he'd put his new drink down, and the cameraman who was doing like just Roman camera stuff had kicked over the glass that wasn't previously there and smashed it. So like I dropped like 2 bits because of this lad, but he told us afterwards it was his last that broke it the first time. So he took the hit for dropping the glass both times, and he was like, I didn't neither of them. And then Elliot's there, like I saw the WhatsApp afterwards, going, there's no worse audience member than an old friend of the comic. I'm like, man, he didn't fuck all, he didn't say a thing. Even when I roasted him, he just sat there and took it. Like, so poor lad didn't bring it on himself at all. So there was 2 bits that I had to pick up in the second show, and I got it. So I got them both in the can. But then, like, apparently there was someone chatting near the back, and it was a bit disruptive for other people. I never heard that at all throughout the whole show. So for me, it was just like a good show. But then I heard from the staff afterwards that someone wouldn't shut up. So eventually they kicked her out, and she started screaming on at the staff out the venue, just as I was
getting through it for laughing. Getting through it for laughing.
100% that. It was 100% that. And I was in the middle of doing a bit about Natalie's mom being a Muslim, and then I stopped because everyone could kind of hear it over me talking, and you could just hear the squeal in the background. I went, fucking hell, is that the call for prayer? And then just tried to face St. James's Park. Nice. So got some good, like everything that happened.
Also, if you're on, just for my brain, if you're on stage, the Newcastle stand,
behind you.
Is it fuck?
Behind you, you're on High Bridge Street. Oh, hold on, you're on High Bridge Street, but which way is the stage facing? Because I'm just feeling like the stage is facing the front of the venue, but it might not be. Right, let's do this.
Go in.
You go left and then right down the stairs, and then left again. So it's stage left. It's towards the green room.
Aye.
Yeah. So as a live show, that first recording was fucking fun, but it was disruptive. The second show was really attentive and I got everything in. It would have been belter if they'd been the other way around. You know, if the first one, when I recorded that had been the one that was like, everything's in the can now, you can fuck around on the second one. But it's the way it played out. I fucked around on the first one and then got it in the can on the second. But I think I've got a pretty good special as far as like between both of them. Because we recorded an hour and a half.
You were like, between both of us. Just between you.
Between me and you, mate, and the thousands of people listening.
It is technically thousands.
Mm-hmm. I recorded an hour and a half, and we're going to do ruthless cutting, me and Mason, who's editing it, and get it down to like 50 minutes.
Mason stayed.
Which I'm I should have to do that now because I've got these like tin braces behind my teeth.
Why?
And I keep lifting.
You are getting yourself done up like you plan on starting an OnlyFans.
Mm.
Like getting your teeth done.
I've had my bung eye fixed years ago, remember, as well.
Did you?
Before I met you, before I started stand-up, I had squint surgery. One eye was facing the way.
Yeah, and then you got married.
I've had braces. I got my teeth sorted out, and now I'm getting my hairline fixed.
Oh, maybe
this is the one where like I could get sued by a child that like can't say how the fuck how the fuck do I look like this? Dad? What's going on? It's like, oh, because I'm a mutant too, son. Go on.
I was just going back to Amsterdam.
Oh yeah. This is the first time in 13 years since I've been to Amsterdam and not had a gig.
What?
January 2012 was the last time I was in Amsterdam and didn't have to perform. Every single time I've been since, and it's been about 12 times to 15, because sometimes we've went twice a year.
Yeah.
And we've always had, it's not like we've held back still. We've always like tailored in a day off, but it's really nice to be heading to Amsterdam recreationally, not just business.
Well, I got my son's birthday on Sunday. That's a bit of a...
So you're coming home early?
Yeah, I'm coming back on the Saturday.
Oh, because
it's the end of the world.
It's worked out for me because we're doing right. Gareth put down. I don't know why he did this, but he put down Is this how it happened? You correct me if I'm wrong. He just doesn't want to dress up. Like, don't put us in fancy dress. Like, just if I ask one thing, lads, it's just don't put us in fancy dress. So
he's way more weepy than that.
He's fancy dress. I hate it when people make demands on the stag. Like, you're just like, nah. You made so many demands. I was so tempted to actually take you to fucking Mongolia. I'm gonna go to Vegas and do this and that. Like, fucking power trip, man. But you're paying for it, you cunt. What am I meant to do? Fucking my hands are tied. Fucking Matty should have put his hand in his pocket, shouldn't he? And he wouldn't have had a shite time.
I have the best tactic.
So instead of putting him in fancy dress, everybody that's going on the Saturday is dressing as him.
Yeah.
So we've all got Gareth fancy dress costumes to look like him. And I bought this like big ginger Viking wig that overdid the beard with like plaited beard. I bought a kilt just to ham up Scottishness and then an Arsenal top. So that's what I had in the pipeline and fucking now turned up. 6 working days it said. I get them 8. And 10 including the weekend. So took me money, didn't I? Lightbox. Do not trust Lightbox if you're in a hurry.
Yeah.
So you have got an outfit that you're not going to need because you're having to duck out early because you're a good dad.
Yeah. And I'm not devastated for leaving early. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure I'll miss some fucking good stuff. But if you're ever going to leave, it's the second last day of the stag.
3 days is a good amount of time to be in Amsterdam, I think.
Thursday, all Friday.
And then leave Saturday.
Yeah, so 2 whole days.
Okay.
Right. Leave them wanting more.
The one part of the costume I do have is the Arsenal top because Matty's given us that.
And the small cock.
Yeah, and the ginger pubes. Yeah.
You cheated, you got your eyes fixed, otherwise.
And I've got contact lenses still. I got them fixed to a degree. I didn't get them. I got them fixed in the way I got my teeth fixed. Like close.
Yeah, better.
Yeah. That is going to be a hard shirt to pull on if it goes south tonight. Yeah. Tonight being the second leg of the Carabao Cup final, which I'm going to be watching with Gareth and Colin as Arsenal fans. You're supporting Newcastle, right? You're going to...
Yeah, I mean, I'm also probably going to have to tell you, like, I'm leaving my wife for 3 days before my son's birthday with a bunch of shit to organise for the party, so she will leave. But
you just did the... looking after the kids while she was on the hen do.
Yeah, the difference between me and Cara is I'm not...
Takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I go full Indian culture. I'm like, the whole family should be here. It should never be... I did 7 hours...
Right, guys, I'm off on FIFA.
Yeah, man. I would absolutely... First of all, I just think, like, grandparents... You know, they've got way less time with my kids than I do. So bring them in all the time, let them have the time of life. Like, I think I saw my grandparents regularly. Whenever I did see my grandparents who lived further up north, I'd see them for like a week or so at a time because they'd only come down every 3-4 months.
Keep talking as I can hear you.
Oh,
it's still working.
So I did technically do 7 hours by myself, both kids. The only reason I wanted the help was just because I've got no idea what my daughter's like during the evening. My wife breastfeeds, and she doesn't need me to. She doesn't ask me to wake up or anything. Ayla wakes up, has a bit of poop, kind of gives a cuddle, go back to sleep. I'm not needed. My job is boy to bed. I'm on the boy all night. Anytime he wakes up, I've got to go through with him or bring him through with us. And in the morning, I'll wake up.
Do you not like alternate just in case for these situations?
We will. No. We will alternate when she's off
the tit, yeah.
Or when she's taking a bit more formula. But at the moment, my wife loves breastfeeding. She really enjoys it. It's her last baby. She's getting the fucking most out of it. She doesn't want to share it. And also, Gareth needs way less sleep than me. Doesn't care. So the only reason I brought parents down, Gareth's parents were down, were just in case, like, I was not as good at putting Ayla down during the night, and I couldn't have, and then Caelan woke up, couldn't have him in the bed with me with a crying baby and disrupting his sleep. So I need someone to be able to go through, look after him.
You're not cut out to be a single mother.
Yeah. No, God, no. I mean, and if I was a single mother, I would absolutely pay for help. I would, yeah. I'm not a proud working class woman like my wife.
Yeah.
I am a spoiled brat. And I would go, oh, this is brilliant, but it could be way easier. And I'm going to set this to the easiest difficulty.
Yeah. You don't want to be challenged.
Nah. Turns out fucking baby girl was a piece of piss through the night. She was so fun. She'd like wake up every now and again. And here's the thing.
And then was it just like you come and your in-laws are here and you're like, right then. I'm just going to go and just do what I normally do, or do I have to hang out? Have I got to cook you some meal?
No. They took Caelan out, and then for like the first time in me and my daughter's relationship, it was just me and her for like a full day, which was great. Because I mean, we see each other around the house. Like, we like each other. We make each other laugh. She recognises me from fucking nappy changes and playing with her too quickly right after she's been given milk.
Oh yeah, you make her sick.
Yeah, and I'm occasionally, I'm 10% of comfort. This weekend I was all comfort. She didn't need it. She was great. Did my favourite thing to do, because Gareth was in the same boat, because the reason we were solo with the kids was because our wives were off on his wife's hen to-be wives. And I was messaging him the whole time, knowing full well that I had two grandparents taking Caelan away while I'm lying on the couch with my daughter on my chest, being like, single mothers just make up things to be angry about.
It was Gareth just on his own? Was Gareth doing...
He dropped off Arlo with his father on the day before, so yeah. And then on the second day he went down to Laura's parents, so similar. He did have much longer. He did do longer as a solo parent with two kids than I did.
Dads are fucking useless, man.
I know.
like Cara would just do that non-stop while you were on tour.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. And I could do it. Like, also, she's not done it while I'm on tour. The baby's not been here since.
No, that's true. That's true, but
I mean, she could. She could.
Yeah, she absolutely
do it quite
could.
easily. I also could, but it's just like for her, I feel she wants to prove, like, it's a point to prove. She's like, I can't do
there might even be women listening to this that are doing exactly that while pregnant.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and it's not an easy shift.
Nah.
And also, there are people in that position who don't have the luxury that I do of being able to ask for help. They might not have people in the family who are still alive. All of your helpful relatives might be dead. I don't know how sad your fucking life is. But yeah, it's way harder for a bunch of people. But even then, you give me the turn difficulty down slider. Boo.
Aye. I feel like me and Natalie have got it set to the easiest difficulty.
Yeah.
It's do you know a couple of Natalie's friends had like
up to one anxious gay dog is one.
Not just a piece of piss now.
Zero is just tutorial, like you don't have anything.
I'm playing the game. I'm playing the game. Yeah. Like Peggy is such a piece of piss as well. Because when she's anxious, it's when it's hectic. Yeah. It's when there's a lot of movement, when it's busy. Most of the time you see her, she's like fucking on high alert.
Well, she's also in a new environment when she comes.
But when I'm at home, all she wants to do is just cuddle. Like, she just chills out with it. It's fucking such a piece of piss having that little dog. And it's easy. It's a lot easier to find childcare for a dog as well.
Yeah. Because also, and I say this in the nicest possible way, but I'm not going to miss it too much.
I'm not worried about anyone noncing me dog.
Yeah.
I don't need a CRB check if you fucking...
A bad... Like, your level of trust for someone looking after your dog is way lower than my level of trust needed for someone to look after my kid.
Aye. Like, you're not getting a kid back from a nonce and going, oh, sweet, you got laid.
No.
Whereas with Peggy, I'd be chuffed for her. I'd be like, I thought you were going to get none. I thought you were going to get your whole life without a shag. Oh, the moon for her. I've been worried that she's not getting a shag. She's technically, 21 in dog years now?
Aye.
Virgin still?
Didn't you have an entire... Oh, no, you
No, that was me getting fucked at.
Aye, that's
yeah. Down in front of that. I might be able to release that special soon.
Yeah.
It's a bit old now.
Yeah.
It took a bit...
Fucking... Both my specials going to be fucking old as fuck by the time they come out. Oh, Hubris already out. Old as fuck.
Aye.
And then Can't should be this year. But
I've got Gallivanting coming out in June, and I just don't know what to do with Mischief because it's just bad timing. I could have done with it 6 months ago so that I could push this 2 hours with it and just clipped it up. I'll have a think about it. I might just release it as a Patreon special. Might just put it on Patreon, and then give it a fucking month or two, and then pop it on YouTube or something. I don't know. I haven't decided, but it's coming soon. And then it's gonna be shortly followed by Gallivant, and you're getting both my specials this year. And they're both shot really well as well. I haven't seen the second one, but I'm pretty happy with them.
Sweet. Well, we got 35 minutes to go be a present father for me until my son's until I'm to be fair at home.
Right. So this is
the first half.
Either going to be a short episode, or we're going to come back in a second and we've just been on a stag do, and that could be interesting. It may not be very long to cap it. But things went west. Yeah. If this is where the podcast ends.